Good evening, Mania fans. We are back, and I don't have to tell you, we are not happy. Absolutely not happy. Uh, let's face it, folks. I don't think the Yankees are good enough. How many games in a row are you going to lose like that? It's really disgusting. I'm not going to rant and rave tonight. It speaks for itself. Absolutely speaks for itself. But before we get into that, I'm going to get into the games that are being played right now. So let's go to the scoreboard. Bottom of the fifth, it's the Mets over the Diamondbacks 2-1. Mid-third, the Mariners 4, the Athletics 2. The Dodgers beat the Marlins 7-4. Cincinnati, the Atlanta Braves beat Cincinnati 4-0. The Kansas City Royals beat the White Sox 3-0. The Brewers beat the Astros 5-1. The Cubs beat the Giants 9-2. The Cardinals came back and beat the Pirates 6-3. And the washout was the Washington Nationals and the Guardians. So that's your scoreboard. Also, kudos to the New York Knicks, who fend off the Celtics in a thriller in overtime. So at least something good for the New York area. Well, now back to the bad news. And the Yankees are just not. First of all, this game should not have been played. That's number one. And I'm not making excuses. That's the truth. It was disgusting for both teams. I'm not blaming too much on Weaver, but Williams is completely the pits. He is absolute garbage. He is now between blowing games and these walks and all of that. How do you walk Tyler Wade? I mean, are you kidding me or what? How can you possibly walk that guy? That guy gets himself out. Always gets himself out. No, what do? You walk him. That's really smart. Really good pitching. This guy is his death in baseball was the Pete Alonso home run, and it doesn't look like, at least for this year, he's going to get over that. So he better go down in the pack. We need Jonathan Loaisiga back, and Loaisiga will fit that bill. This guy should be in the fifth and the sixth innings. He's not worth Jack you know what at this point. All he does is ruin games, and that's it. But that's not the only problem, guys. The hitting, it's disgusting. It is disgusting. It's Paul G. It's Aaron Judge, and then pray for rain. Trent Grissom, all right, he gets his one hit, but you ever notice he hits a 2-run homer and they lose the game? Now figure that one out. He leads off the game. He either leads off the game with a home run, or he hits a 2-run homer and they lose the game. It just totally, and they don't come back. They're down by a run. They don't come back. They don't know how to come back. Are you kidding me? Here's some of the batting line score. Grissom, 3 at-bats, 2 RBIs, 1 hit, 1 run, of course, the home run. Aaron Judge, no hits. He had a walk at 3 at-bats. Ben Rice had 1 hit. Of course, when you really, really need it, what does he do? He strikes out. Paul G is just unbelievable. He batted his 500 tonight. 2 hits and 4 at-bats, 1 run. Bellinger got under 1 in the to possibly take the lead. He just missed it off the end of the bat into center field, but he had a hit. And he also K'd 1 time. Austin Wells, 4 at-bats, 1 hit, 1 K. Oswald Peraza, 2 at-bats, nothing. Dominguez came in as a pinch hitter, nothing. Vivas, who I like his at-bats, came up two times. He did strike out twice. He was kind of overmatched one of them. And one of them he had a very, very good eye. But the sad part of the whole night was the great pitching of Carlos Rodon. 6 2/3, 3 hits, 5 Ks, 1 walk. He was dominant, absolutely dominant. Cruz came in for a third of an inning and gave up nothing. And then comes the waste. I'm going to start calling him the waste of the playoffs and the waste of the year. Devon Williams, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 Ks, which he got lucky he got that, and of course the 2 walks. Weaver, a third of an inning, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk. And then Tim Hill, a solid 9th inning. So they did what they had to do to lose. And this is not a first place club, guys. That really means that the American League East is the American League East least. This is disgusting. There's no sugarcoating it. I don't want to hear anybody sugarcoat it. I'm tired of it. Both teams were bad. Both teams had the bad rain and everything, but their closer came in and just blew the Yankees away. And why couldn't we? Well, because our bullpen's already taxed thanks to the starting pitching, thanks to either injuries or whatever. Consider yourself lucky that the Yankees are a game and a half in first place. I think the Yankees are chasing. I don't think anybody's chasing the Yankees. I think right now they are a pathetic team, a $300 million team that has no way in them right now. Absolutely no way in them. The 19-16, it's not acceptable. I'm sorry. No. Even with these injuries, they should be at least 6-7 games over 500. Look at the way they're losing their games. And then, God forbid, they're behind by 1 run. 7th inning on, the game is over. It's supposed to be the other way around. When we're up by a run, the game is supposed to be over. Not a run behind, and the game is over. Let's look in the chat. Let's see what we have. CD Cards, Sean Browning, how you doing? Dev Finch, how are you? Let's get some of the comments. New York Yankee Mania. Why did Boone not put Cruz in for the 8th after he threw just 2 pitches, get us out of the 7th? Well, you know why? Because analytics, and you got to go by the book. And then if you're going to listen to Boone's pathetic post-game show, well, that's the formula. And we stick to the formula. And that's the pathetic thing. You're 100% right, CT. You got to leave him in. He's probably your best reliever right now. What the hell are they thinking? So you just waste him for two hitters and through 2 pitches, and you take him out. That makes no sense. So then somebody's going to say, oh, if they left Cruz in, blah, 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 why didn't they go with the formula? You can't win. You can't win. You can't win as a manager. You can't win as a fan. You can't win as analytics. You can't win of anything. But the right move there was to bring in Cruz, and then if he didn't do anything, then you bring in the other waste. And I'm sorry, he's a waste until he proves something. He's not a closer, and he's not a late inning closer. All I see is 11 ERA. That's all I see, guys. I don't want to hear what he did last year. I don't want to hear what he did the year before. He's in New York right now, and he's trying to help the Yankees get into the playoffs. And he's doing the opposite. He's stopping us from going into the playoffs. So I don't want to, I don't want to hear it. Nobody, no excuses. Say it like it is. The man stinks. Until he proves us different, the man stinks. That's it. I don't want to hear from Boone. I don't want to hear from anybody. He stinks right now. And if he doesn't understand that, then he's got a big problem. Get over what happened with Alonso and move on. Don't tell me that because you're pitching in New York, you were on a big stage in Milwaukee and you couldn't do it. So now you're in a big stage in New York, you can't do it. So where do you want to pitch? In Oshkosh? Is that where we got to trade you for you to get a save and people out? No, let's see a comment. I have no issues with Rodon. I'm mad at Boone for putting Williams in. A Cruz should have been the start of the 8th inning. I believe you. I'm all for it. I am all for it. Boone has no feel for the game in front of him, and at times, and I'm serious. But you got to remember, CT, I don't care if they want to admit it or not. He's not running the club altogether. It's the analytics and it's upstairs. And if people don't want to understand that, well, too bad, because that's what's happening here. And time again, they get roughed up. And if your manager can't manage, well, then there's a big problem here. Because if your GM is managing or analytics is managing, then let them come down and show their rear faces. And Boone has got to take it. So who else you got to blame? There's only Boone as a puppet to blame at this point. I mean, are you kidding me? Come on, let's call a spade a spade. Hey, I don't care if the Yankees get mad. They can get mad at me all they want. I am not going to pussyfoot around the situation. They stink. And the analytics, you could take that department and you know what to do with it. Manage the goddamn game. Manage for once. You don't need people from college and everything to tell you, and in the 8th inning, in 2 years ago, he got this guy out on a grounder. Who cares? Let the manager manage. And stop with this analytic bull crap. Enough with it. Enough with it. And you're going to tell me a $300 million club can't have a serious manager around. It's ridiculous. Boone, listen, a lot of managers won't come here because they don't want to be a puppet. Boone, I mean, let's face it, where did he come from? He came, family of ball players and a couple of managers. Yeah. But he listens to everything he wants, and don't kid yourself. And if people don't want to believe that, well, then you know what? Then go believe the WWE is real. Because that's more real than Aaron Boone managing the New York Yankees. A solid manager hasn't been here since Joe Girardi, and I wasn't the biggest Joe Girardi fan. But when they started those damn computers with every analyzation, what time the guy went to the bathroom yesterday. So because he went to the bathroom at 8 o'clock, that means he's gonna make it out at 9 o'clock. It's disgusting. I'd be the first one to eat my words if they, right now they deserve a slap in the you-know-where. You can't tell me they keep losing the same way, and then you don't come back. You're one run down. You have the home run. You have the best hitter in baseball. You have Paul G hitting the cover off the ball. Where is everybody when you need it? They get no help. If Judge doesn't put the ball in the right field seats, Paul G doesn't put the ball in the right field in the seats, who's going to do it? And another thing, everybody says, this guy got a hit. They get one hit. They stop at one hit. They had a star in the late 80s, in the middle 80s. I don't know if you remember, guys. You may be too young, but go look it up. They had a bumbling star named Steve Kemp. He was awesome with the Detroit Tigers. He became a free agent. I'd be the first one to tell you I rah-rahed them to get him. I wanted him so much. He was a difference maker. He came to the Yankees. You know what he was doing? One hit. 1 for 4, 1 for 5, a walk, and 0 for 4. He couldn't get it done. Why? Is it that horrible to put? They all say it's an honor, it's a joy to put the pinstripes on. Then play like it. Play like it. Their batting coach doesn't look like he knows his backside from his head, from his nose holes. That's number one. We're the only team that can have 3 batting coaches, and nobody can straighten out some of these hitters. Austin Wells has so many holes, more than Swiss cheese in that bat. It's a total joke. We should have won this game. Shaking my head. Oh yeah, I'm shaking something else because I'm sick of the excuses and I'm sick of the post game show. You've seen one of Aaron Boone's post games. You've seen them all. Just tape it and replay it, and he's going to say the same crap. Because he's forced to. He's got no choice. What is he going to do? Say, my team stinks? They used to. Dallas Green he had a pair. He said, you know what? Don't blame me. Go talk to those millionaires. And I have it on tape. I was in that locker room. And he says, don't blame me. You got over there millionaires in that locker room, and they can't win a game. And I'm tired of it. Sugarcoating. When the Yankees play well, I will give them credit. I love the Yankees. I've been around for decades. And I'm telling you, this team is going nowhere. Nowhere. And the first thing that's got to be done is the coaching's got to change. Get that third base coach out of there. I don't care who you put there. I don't care. He's out. Our batting coach, out. The assistant, out. Let's get some new blood in here. Let's get people that know baseball. Not volleyball. Enough. It's disgusting. Totally disgusting. And I have the you-know-what to come out and tell the truth. I don't want to hear it. You got waste on the bench. You got backup players that can't play. And you're sugarcoating it. What do you have AAA for? Bring the damn guys up. Make a change. It's not like JC is going to bring you a championship. Bring up Rodriguez. Bring up the talent down there. Why do you have a minor leagues if you don't bring them up? And this is why Aaron Judge is already 33 years old. When did he come up? When he was 27? I mean, let's be real here. And then they bring up people, and they're not sticking to it. But they give Volpe. The chain is there. He could do. Volpe can't do anything wrong. But Dominguez, who should have been in center field, they put him in a spot to fail. Yankee Stadium is the worst left field to play, especially in the daytime. So he's there to fail, but nobody's realizing that. So if you have to, you put Trent Grisham there. And you got to make provisions. Did anybody know that Paul G was going to? Everybody knocked the move. Paul G. Oh, they could have had this guy. Oh, they could have had this guy. They could have had Alonso. Oh, so you want 500 more strikeouts? Not taking anything away with Alonso. It's ridiculous. It's enough to drive you crazy. And I just don't like sugarcoating it. I don't like it. What, to get fans? No, you the fans, you out there could appreciate the truth. Appreciate it. Because that's a fan. A fan's got to have passion. I've seen it all and I've done it all. I've been a fan. I've been a broadcaster. I've been around. I've covered the team. I've done everything possible. And it's circled around to do this wonderful podcast for you, the fans. And I love every minute of it. But you will not. If you don't want to hear the truth, then leave. But if you want to hear the truth, you stay. And you fight, and you fight, and you fight. I'm not going to tell you who says that. The Yankees don't fight. And that's why they are the way they are. I don't want to hear that we're in first place. That's baloney. That's a fake first place. Show me proof. Show me you belong. Show me you belong there. I'm going to bring up this. I'm sick of bull S. I want to hear the truth, Joe. That's why I'm here. I'm on your stream. Thank you very much. I mean, let's get something straight. I love and dream Yankees. But because I've seen it all, I've seen the worst teams, I've seen the best teams, I've seen the mediocre teams, I've seen junk, I've seen lousy managers and good managers. So you want to hear the truth? Stick with me. I'll tell you the truth. And people don't like it, shove it. Shove it. That's the way you get ahead. So you can't touch Judge. Well, I'm sorry. I do touch Judge. I love Judge like a brother. But it's done nothing past September. But that's for another day. And then they say, I got to let, well, but he brings you to the play, he brings you to the dance. Well, you got to finish a dance. The last time I checked, when you go to a wedding and you dance with your future partner, isn't the end game that you're married? Well, the end game is to win the World Series when you're making $300 and something million. That's the end game. So finish the damn dance. No, they sugarcoat and they sugarcoat. Oh, yeah, great. Oh, yeah, the Yankees picked up Garrett Cole. Oh, the Yankees picked up Max Fried. And then you have no left fielder. You have no bench. But they spent a lot of money. So now what do? They nickel and dime. Do the other teams do that? Do the Dodgers do that? Not even the Mets. You look at the Mets bench and compare that with the Yankees. And you tell me which one you're going to take. You wouldn't want a Winkler coming off the bench? I was screaming for them to get him. You wouldn't want that? No, but we get scrubs. Oh, we got an ex-Met player who can't hit. Now, I do apologize for losing my thoughts here, but you know what? Sometimes you have to, and it's the truth. And maybe I don't make some friends sometimes with this, but I tell the truth. And I said from day one, I wish I had the podcast last year. I said it to everyone, and God is my witness. I said that the weakness from the Yankees as far as defense, fundamental baseball, is going to kill them in a big spot. So when did it rear its ugly head? The fifth inning of the World Series. And that's for not fundamental baseball, that because these millionaires have got to be pampered. Pimping my you-know-what. Get out there and play. Do your job. Have an infield practice. Bunt. Throw to first. Let the pitcher get off his keys to go to first base. How do you sugarcoat that, folks? How do you sugarcoat that? If I'm a CEO of a company, I want to get the best. I'm paying you the best to be the best. I'm not paying you to sit on top of a mound and not run. Now, listen, don't get me wrong. I love Garrett Cole. But they all had brain freezes all at once. There's no continuity on the team. There's no bunting, no hit and run. No anything. They wait. They get on first base. Volpe should have 12 steals from now. And if he doesn't, okay, but he tried. I don't get it. It's not like he's batting near Aaron Judge. Why isn't he running? First, he's got to get on base. But when you get on base, use those wheels. What did you do when you first came up? You drove pitchers crazy, jumping up and down, doing an Italian dance at first base, eating your chicken parmesan. Now what are you doing? They look like an old team, not doing anything, and I'm tired of it. When they play well, I will give them all the credit in the world. But they deserve a slap in the backside. And they really do. CD Card says, definitely no need to apologize. Well, thank you, CT. And so does Real Bill. Well, I don't apologize. Don't apologize, Joe. The truth is the truth. And I appreciate that. But I am sick and I am tired to defend a team that should be so much better. And they go for mediocrity. That's what they do. Don't use all of these injuries. The Yankees had much more injuries than this and got through it. If you guys go look at the history book, go look at 1978, folks. Do you know at the beginning of June, you know how many Yankee starters were out? The whole team. The whole team. They were 14 games out of first place on July 20th. 14 games. You know what? They won the East. They won the playoffs. They won the World Series. That's a team. They play hurt. They play with dignity. They were the New York Yankees. They play with heart. Say what you want about George Steinbrenner. George Steinbrenner was a winner. He might have had his quirks. We all know that. But you are the luckiest fans to have an owner like that. I don't care. We don't have to know what's going on there. We know as fans. You will never have another owner like George Steinbrenner. I don't care, bad feet or not. He tried to do whatever. At first, yes, very bad moves. But he had the lieutenants to put him in place to say, listen, we'll run the team, you spend the money. Okay? That's how it's done. You don't just sit back and you evaluate and this and that. Cashman has gotten too complacent because he knows what he's dealing with. So he can't go out and get somebody out there that maybe won't play every day, but is a damn good backup. Look at that bench. It's pathetic, guys. Now, I don't know if any of you might have had the sound on for his post game, but it sure must have been the same crap. You heard one, you've heard them all. And I love the reasoning for the game yesterday with JC. Oh, I thought that was the best, the best guy. So what are you saying about Ben Rice, who you had on the bench? What are you saying? So in other words, JC is your future. That's what you're telling me with that at bat. He's your future, and Ben Rice is just a backup player who they're trying to mold. Is that a load of crap? Is that a load of crap? Well, that's why I decided to. I wasn't going to debate this with any podcaster, and I love each and every one of them. But I got to say what I got to say. Tomorrow might be about a bigger day, but who knows? Who knows? But they need to really sit down and do some stuff here. Do some thinking. Devin says Boone kisses Hal and Cashman's you-know-what all the time. 100% true. The only thing is, in this show, we're going to love you or we're going to tell you the truth. So there are many shows that'll sugarcoat and will never, never, never put down their favorite or their team. But if you deserve to get turned away, you deserve it. And basically, I'm sorry. I won't apologize. I don't want to sound apologetic, but that's what I need to do because it's the right thing. It's the right thing. CG Cards says too many people won't speak reality of the situation, won't make excuses for this team. You know why? Do you really want to know why? It's staring us in the face. They don't want to lose viewers. They don't want to lose anybody. They want to continue. And I can't blame them. If you have a reputation, and I totally understand that. But let's call a spade a spade. You got to be able to touch a guy like Aaron Judge. I'm sorry. You sugarcoat him. Yes, he may be the best player in the universe, but he's the worst player in the playoffs. Why can't somebody admit that? Until he shows that he can handle it, then, show it. Show it. If you guys, you should, if you're not old enough, or you should see the 1981 World Series. Okay, Dave Winfield, who had a name of Mr. May, 1 hit in the World Series in 21 at-bats. You know what he did? He asked for the ball. He literally asked for the ball after he was 0-19. He finally got a stupid hit. Now, is that embarrassing? But you never heard anything about it. That's embarrassing. All right, you want to get the ball, you do it on your time. You could have told the first base coach, you know what? I want that ball, but I don't want to look like an idiot out here with one lousy hit. I mean, then Reggie Jackson should own Yankee Stadium. He single-handedly won a World Series for the Yankees. And what did he get for it? They didn't want to sign him. They thought he was washed up. So what happens? His first at-bat as an Angel against one of the greatest Yankee left-handed pitchers in Ron Guidry. Do you know he put that in the right center field bleachers about 14 rows up, and he stuck it up to them. And then George Steinbrenner said, that was the worst decision I ever made. He should have signed him. He was not washed up. He had about 3 more solid years. And if he would have been in New York, we would have won. We would have won in 8. We would have won because when they got rid of Reggie, they went to the Bronx bunters. They went to singles hitters. Boy, that didn't work. And then all hell broke loose, and he was trading good rookies for the big names that did absolutely nothing for the team. CT Card says, I remember that, Joe. His first at bat, Jackson, boom. Yeah, I mean, you know, CT Card says, Boone is busy now playing Xbox with Williams. Ha ha. Well, you know what? If the shoe fits, you know, I don't know. You know, it's like Deb Finch goes, I don't care, MLB now. Yeah, well, you know what? You know, I just, you know, yes, Jonathan, Reggie was a hard person to navigate, but he was a damn good player. One of the clutchest players I've ever seen, along with Thurman Munson. Those are ball players, not the junk that you see today. Oh, I got to do the lifts. Oh, I bench press 500 pounds. Well, then you know what? Go sign with the WWE. We don't need you. Giancarlo Stanton is built like a rock. He's built better than the WWE champion. He can't stay healthy. Why? Because he's too damn muscle bound. These players in the 70s and the 80s, when we won, they weren't muscle bound. Thurman Munson was a chubby man who was one of the greatest players I've ever seen. Don Mattingly wasn't exactly Hercules. But look at a guy like Barry Bonds. He looked like he could probably pick up Candlestick Park at the time. Or Jose Canseco, who challenges. How come nobody's talking about that? Because he talks out of his head. He's 61 years old, and he challenges Judge $20,000 that he could hit a softball further than Judge could hit a baseball. If I were Judge, I would take him up on that. So you tell me. And you know, it's just totally asinine. And I got news for you. Sean Browning said, Bonds went from skinny to juiced. And let me tell you something. I followed a lot of baseball because I had just started covering the game for a local network here. And I saw Barry Bonds in a lot of clutch situations. He was not that good. He was like Alex Rodriguez. The home run, yeah, he got the home run, but pop up, ground ball, man on third, couldn't get the runner in, but he started taking whatever he was taking, and the ball went 700, 800 feet. So figure that one out, because I can't. Now, a guy that was hitting with or without juice was Sammy Sosa. He was always steady. He didn't need any of that junk, and he would have probably made the Hall of Fame. He was a damn good player. Are you going to tell me that Babe Ruth juiced? The only thing Babe Ruth did was he juiced on hot dogs and beer and cigars. That's what he juiced. He would have, 14 hot dogs. That was his downfall. And yet he was pretty fast on the bases. He was a great outfielder. He was a great pitcher. He was a great hitter. But these guys, heaven forbid, they can't walk and chew gum at the same time. So I hope you're you're getting a little education of what I'm all about here. And I really, really hope that strengthens us, not make us go weaker. Ken goes, greetings to everyone. And Dave, how you doing, Ken? I hope you're enjoying the rant. And 99% of the stuff I'm saying is all true. You know it. And I don't know if you want to admit it. And if you do, God bless you. Sean Browning goes, no, Ruth Gehrig was stocky built naturally. Yeah. Okay. Gehrig was the ultimate player, the ultimate Yankee. The ultimate Yankee. Not the prima donnas that you guys couldn't really see real baseball, because though that was real baseball and you did something stupid, oh, he'll come back and haunt you one way or the other. And again, I'm not saying George Steinbrenner was a saint, because I know things that he's done that were totally ridiculous. He didn't like the way the season ended, and he took away health care from all of his workers that were there 20, 25 years. And then the next day he apologized and gave him better health care. I mean, stupid things. Yeah, Jonathan, I agree with you. You're saying Gehrig would have close to 600 homers if he had a full career. Definitely. Sean Browning is going at all costs avoid Canseco. Yeah, because he talks out of his head. If you ever want to see the greatest blooper in the world, just put in Canseco. The ball hit off Canseco's head and went for a home run with the against Cleveland. Put that in, and it's one of the funniest videos you'll ever see. I think the ball hit him too hard in the head. If he thinks he could hit a ball at 61 years old further than Aaron Judge, I would love to see that. I would love Aaron Judge to take him off on that offer, and that would be great. Do it for a charity, for cancer research, you name it. Just do it. Sean Browning goes, smash the likes. Gehrig played with over 17 broken bones. Yep. Well, and not only that, what about Mickey Mantle? What about Mickey Mantle? He was running on one leg. And these guys, they get a little thing. Oh, I can't play. Okay, so go on. We'll put you on the IL. Who cares? You'll kill the team. Don't worry about it. And then you come back when it's too late. And we're supposed to take, and as a fan, we're supposed to take that and we sugarcoat it and sugarcoat it and sugarcoat it. It's disgusting. Mantle would have broken Root's record without the injuries. Yes, totally agree. I totally agree. Mantle, there's four Mr. Yankees in the universe, and those were two of them. But when they started getting all of this money, it ruined baseball. It ruins all of sports because you can't, you are lucky that a star stays. And it's no more, I want to play for the Yankees. No, I want to go to the Dodgers because they're going to defer the money for 25 years. So when I'm collecting Social Security, I'm getting $1 million check every month. Are you kidding me? Seriously. Are you kidding me? Sometimes, and I hate to say this with all my heart, but it's nice if they go on strike. You know why? Because they won't get paid. They won't get their millions. They're $500,000 every 2 weeks. See how it feels to the working person. So when you have a little ache and a little pain, deal with it. It's one thing you got a broken bone, I understand. But some of these things are made up. And don't tell me different. And Major League Baseball covers it up. And if you don't believe that, then I'm going to sell you the Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah, Jonathan, I will get sleep, but what I'm saying is true. And and again, like I said, if the Yankees play better, we will be great. We'll love them to death. Nobody loves the Yankees more than I do. You may not think it, but I've lived it. It's in the blood. It's in the sweat and the tears. I've gotten sick because of it. I lost sleep. I've lost some schooling, because I was sick to my stomach that the Yankees lost a big game the night before. So don't tell me. Do you know how I grew up? I grew up when I was covering these guys, and they're no better than me. No better than you, no better than you, and no better than you. They have a talent. They have a talent. Okay, I got that. But don't tell me that your thing doesn't stink. Because we all do the same thing. And at the end of the day, the good Lord takes everyone. So I don't care if you have $20,000 billion in the bank or $1. We all go to the same place. So you're no better than me, and I'm no better than you. This is a kid's game. A kid's game. People forget that. This isn't a job. This is a kid's game. And if you can't enjoy it, then get out. Get out of the game. Let people that will do anything in their heart play any which way they can. But don't sugarcoat the people that are spending hundreds and thousands of dollars to come and see you. And how do you repay them? You five and dime a bench? You're always behind. It was never like that. Even in the starting years of Cashman, those benches were awesome. Awesome. Why can't they do that now? Because the salaries are out of whack and nobody wants to pay somebody $12 million to sit on the bench. So what do? You get a guy that used to, and nothing against Uber, but that's what you're going to find. And that's it. That's the bottom line. So on that note, I want to just tell everybody thank you so much for listening, for being here. Press the like button, please. Without you, there is no show. We need people like you to up the game and we be truthful with everyone. We love the New York Yankees and we want them to come back strong. And there's a way to express your frustration. But come out with it. Don't be afraid. Everybody's afraid. Just, say what it is. You're entitled. You're a fan. You're passionate. And I love every minute of it. So, Ken, when you bring up what the hell am I talking about? I'm talking the truth, Ken. I'm talking what a lot of people don't want to say. How many times can you listen to a post-game show, a pre-game show, the same crap, because he's got no choice. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. Hopefully we have a better day tomorrow. I will see you with the coffee and bagels tomorrow morning to talk about the Yankees. We'll have a really good show. Please press the like button. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we have a better day tomorrow. Just quickly to update the scores. The Mets are leading the Diamondbacks 5-1 at the end of 7. The Mariners and the A's are tied 4-4. As we know, the Dodgers beat the Marlins, and the rest, everything is done. The Braves 4, the Reds nothing, the Royals 3, the White Sox nothing, the Brewers 5, the Astros 1, the Giants 2, the Cubs 9, and the Giants 2, the Cardinals 6, the Pirates 3, and the Guardians and the Nationals were rained out. So thank you, everyone, for listening and coming back tonight for the show. I really appreciate it. The rant. I know you people don't want me to apologize, but I do apologize. But understand, I do things with passion here, and I've done that my whole following baseball, working with baseball my whole life. One final thing, Jonathan saying, Aaron Boone said he thought about keeping Cruz in. He threw just 2 pitches. However, he thought the 8 was a setup well for Devin Williams, and said that Cruz threw 2 2/3 innings a couple of days ago. Okay, well but he could have gone another batter and then take him out. But okay, listen, it's done. It's over with. The rant is done, and we go to another day. All I could say is, let's go Yankees. Get a good night's sleep, everyone. Thank you for being here and supporting the show. We will have great days here. I want to give out that gift card. And again, much love. I love you guys. I love the Yankees as much as I could tell you. And we will talk to you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Everybody have a good evening, and thanks again for watching. Good night, everyone.